You got the magic touch. It doesn't work very well with my right hand for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh.
Today we're looking at Christopher Norton's piece called A Walk in the Sun. And one of the reasons I picked it for you is it's pretty poppy. And another reason I picked it is because you can see in the key signature there are no sharps or flats.
Yes! So it's a C?
Yeah, it's in C. So a very pretty song, not too fast. So in this left hand you can see we've got a really standard pop rhythm. It's got dotted quarter notes followed by single eighth notes, and the rhythm is 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. So it's going to sound like this. Okay, notice I'm looking at a very small section right off the bat. One of the reasons I'm doing this, I think you can see that this is the same as that.
Yeah.
So
it's doubled. Well,
that's why I'm only looking at this. So what's this bottom note here?
C.
And what's the distance between these two notes here?
C to G, it's a fifth?
C to G is a fifth. And then this isn't a fifth anymore. What's that interval?
C to A, sixths.
Exactly. So very straightforward left-hand pattern, moving from a fifth here to a sixth here. We start off with this chord, which is called a sus chord in some ways, because it's just, instead of being a straight C major chord with C and G, we have the 2 instead of the C.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, can you compare this chord to these 3 notes for me?
Well, yeah, they're the same notes, except you're playing them separately.
That's right. So here they're all together, and here they're separate. And what's our interval here?
Fourth.
Exactly. So the rhythm here is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Exactly.
And then it does it again.
It does.
Oh, this is going to be a repetitive piece.
Now if we look over here,
Yeah.
it looks a little odd, right? Because there's a whole note squished together.
I have no idea.
It really means that the top line, this part here, is being divided into 2 voices, like a choir. The ones with the stem going up are the soprano line, and this bottom D is the alto line. Altos always get the great lines. So they're both singing the D to start, and since they're both singing the D, they put 2 Ds.
Oh.
You only play one note, though, because these are actually at the same time. So this is going to sound, believe it or not, pretty much just like that.
So I get to... So which one do I choose? Okay.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Either or.
So it sounds like this. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Notice how I held the D for the whole time. I'll show you one more time. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You can see that the left hand following the same rhythm from up here pretty much, and then it's just got the fifth there. So let me play that for you. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay, so this is about at the 4-minute mark. We've looked through 6 measures of music, figured out the rhythm, figured out the intervals, and what really needs to be done there. I think that's probably enough for one video. You'll notice that there's some repetition here as well. So maybe in the next video, if we get around to it today even, we can look through this spot, which looks somewhat different, but fortunately very similar to what's here. Okay? You gonna do it? I just turned it off.